why are you driving? You're a billionaire.
Yeah.
You're a billionaire. Damn it, if I was a billionaire, I don't even know if I'd be walking.
Talk to me. I talk back. What he doing in these past 10 games?
I cut the camera off for you. I've been knowing you for a long time. That was about some of the craziest shit you ever said. I cut the camera off.
I'm going to take a quote from what Richard Jefferson said.
Oh, shit. Come on, man. Stop bringing up his name. I hear too much. On Sundays, I'm free from him, bro. What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Perk Unplugged with Killer. Or Perk and Killer Unplugged, whichever one you like. Brought to you by Fanatics Sportsbook. Download the Fanatics Sportsbook app now and use code ROADTRIPPIN. Yo, what up? I got my big brother Killer here. Hey, man, last week was epic, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the loyal fans, the listeners. Go hit that subscribe button. Go hit that like button. Man, y'all keep tuning in every Sunday. Damn it, we gonna keep giving it to y'all every Sunday. We talking everything, sports, culture, everything that's going on in the world. All the gossip, we're addressing those issues too, just a little bit. Well, maybe Killer is, but damn it, I'm not. We appreciate y'all. Hey, man, listen, road tripping family to the moon, Killer, Perk, Unplugged. We addressing all issues. Let's get straight to the shit. Listen, we're going to start off here. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to...
Hold on right quick. Because I don't want nobody to walk in through the damn whatchamacallit. We good?
Ain't nobody walking in. If they walk in, we keep it going. You know what I'm saying? They just
let's do it.
No. They just become part of the episode.
They become part of the
episode. You know what I'm saying? It's authentic. If they have to walk
I forgot we in the good church of Wheeler Avenue.
That's why it's called Unplugged. Because you don't know what's going to happen.
Right.
Listen.
Yeah.
It's a lot of stuff we got to get into. But our boy Tiger Woods tripping, dog. And I'm just going to be quick and straight up with you. It takes a lot to crash and flip a Range Rover. I own a Range Rover. You got to go through an obstacle course when you buy one in the back of the dealership. I mean, you're straight up, straight down, on the side. It's hard to flip one. The real issue here is being arrested for another DUI. First of all, why are you driving? You're a billionaire. You're a billionaire. Damn it, if I was a billionaire, I don't even know if I'd be walking. I'd be carried everywhere I need to go, damn it, straight up. It'd be 4 or 5 people, or maybe 6 or 7, carrying me everywhere. My feet wouldn't even touch the floor, let alone that. But deeper issue than that, man, Killer, dive into that, because I think enlighten us is more to it. I'm joking, but this is a serious matter, man. Tiger Woods changed the game of golf. All of our partners are playing golf nowadays, black people around America, and all of a sudden we keep seeing these incidents from him, and it's obvious that he has a problem, right?
Yeah, for sure.
It's obvious, and he needs to go get help.
Yeah, for sure. I think he needs to get help immediately. I think that's the main focus, you know what I mean? Because we can look at it from several different dynamics. A lot of people are not even in tune with the fact that they addicts sometimes because of denial. And then when you're dealing with that denial, you're going to lack accountability of being an addict. I mean, we all done been there before in different industries. I know at one point in time you told me you had a gambling problem and you had to fix that. But it took some self-awareness and some accountability to stand on the fact that, shit, I'm an addict. And being when you that level of a celebrity and you that level of an athlete and you looked at it under a certain light, I think it's imperative that you go get the help, the needed help. Because in our community, man, we just pray on shit. Black folks like to pray on shit. And it's going to take a little bit more than prayer, man, when you're an addict, man. You got to get disciplined enough to get yourself out of that addiction, man, and being who he is. And he's one of the faces, if not the face of golf. I think it's important that being that you have children and children seeing how you operate, man, not only that, man, by the grace of God, you ain't killed nobody. That's what you got to look at. That car could have flipped over on somebody. Not only would you be hurting yourself, you'll be hurting others. So, man, Tiger, man, for the sake of us, man, and seeing that you continue to have continued success, man, just go get some help.
And address whatever issues or whatever demons that you're battling. Please, just go address that. I give a lot of credit to Lamar Odom. He's not perfect, but the one thing he's not afraid of is accountability. Next, we'll see him get in trouble. The next thing you know, we see him checking himself into a rehab center and getting some
For
help
sure.
and trying to clean up his ways and coming out and being vocal about it. There's nothing wrong with going to address the problems. I went to anger management. Damn it, I had a gambling addiction. I had to sign my own stuff out and ban my own stuff from the casino. So again, hey
Yeah.
Tiger, we support you, bro. Not what you're doing right now, but the Tiger Woods that you know that may put the world on notice for us what you did in the golf space and has become an iconic figure. We saying it because we actually care and we give a damn about you. We got to transition. It's too much going on right now. It's too much going on right now. It's a lot of viral moments happening, especially I would say in the sports world, but it's really kind of in the sports media world, right? You got
Yeah.
Jason Whitlock that went on Cam Newton's show. Okay.
Yeah.
Cam Newton is a face that works at the network I work at, ESPN.
Yeah.
You catch him on
Yeah.
First Take. Now anybody know, in order to be on First Take, that is handpicked. You have to get
Yeah.
Stephen
Definitely.
A's approval to be part of First Take. Okay.
Right on.
He brings Whitlock on, right? Whitlock gets to
Mm-hmm.
going in on Stephen A. Stephen A comes back. He somewhat murders Whitlock. He addresses him like the numbers on the house. Ryan Clark then chimes in, okay, on social
Yeah.
media, basically saying, well, we just said, hey man, what is your loyalty? You know what I'm saying? How can you bring an enemy or the ops on knowing that, we fuck with Stephen A, you fuck with Stephen A, knowing their history, they past. Cam come back and say, I don't abide by no rules. I don't answer to nobody. You got the floor.
I mean, basically, from what I've seen, it's a difference in business. Sometimes you got people that look at sports media as a business, which it is a business, but also you in a workplace with coworkers at the same time too, and you get to grow in a relationship with these coworkers. Being that Stephen A hired these guys on, as you said, when he brings them in, he pretty much handpicked these guys. From what I'm seeing and what's going on, because the beef spilled over into RC and it spilled over to RC against Cam Newton, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm seeing from what RC was saying about Cam is almost like, do you have any loyalty towards the fact that you handpicked by Stephen A? Cam really don't feel like it's a loyalty thing because it's business at the end of the day in his eyes. But RC looking at it different. I can see from both spectrums, but me personally, it's just like if I needed a job, Perk, and you looked out for me and you got me hired on to a job. Not only am I a representation of myself, I'm a representation of who hired me. So at the end of the day, if any type of ops you got or somebody you ain't really feeling, I damn near got to take that into consideration moving forward because you the one looked out for me to give me a job. So it's not only is it a friendship, you trusted me to pretty much come in to work in your
Mm-hmm.
environment. And once I kind of break that trust, it's almost like biting the hand that feeds you. It's more than just business if I hand picked you. So I can see where RC coming from, saying, God damn, where your loyalty at? Cam really not seeing that he felt like he had to be loyal because the thing Cam brought up on first and on 4th and 1 on his show was that shit. I don't really need to have no loyalty to nobody. I'm for myself. You know what I'm saying? And this business. I'm not mixing the friendship with business, and I think that's all the way wrong. Cause shit, like I said, if you looked out for me, and you the reason why I'm on this show, and I'm teaming up with the others just so I can get a viral moment, cause it looked to me that's pretty much, and this is my opinion. This ain't yours. God damn it, Cam. It seemed like all you about is the hot take. No matter who told you step on, long as the hot take see fit for what you got going on your show, you got to think. Stephen A brought you in on his show. Whatever you do on 4th and 1, that's you. But goddamn, don't step on your man's toes that brought you in the building. That's pretty much what I see RC saying. And being that Whitlock always, he another person, but he like to rely on that Christianity shit to divert you from everything he got to say. He try to pull the church out. It ain't gonna go that way, bro. Because once you start talking bad, it's like everybody talking bad for these hot moments. And like RC say, I don't really talk and speak for the hot moment. He lead with respect. He got loyalty to his friends. And he feel like anytime somebody attack a friend of his, even if he not in the room, he going to take up for his friend. And I feel like that's the type of person I am too.
And and it is a fine line, right? Because
Yeah.
when you have a podcast, you have your own show, you know, the point of it, yeah, you want to come on and you want to be authentic, you want to be real, but you also want your shit to pop. You also want to get engagement. And if anybody telling you otherwise, motherfucker, don't do a podcast.
Don't do a
Because you
podcast.
one, you gotta say something, and two, it gotta be entertaining. So I think I don't I don't think that Cam deal was to bring Whitlock on to go at Stephen A. Cam and Whitlock had some back and forth at
They
times.
got their own back
And
and forth
so
themselves.
they wanted to sell, and then it led to that. Now, on the flip side of things, people can say what they want about Stephen A. I done said this plenty of times. Hey, man, Stephen A. my partner. I'm going to tell
Yeah.
you straight up, and I'm going to tell the world that he's my partner. I'm telling you, for
Yeah.
what he done for me in this media space, now I had to carve my own way and show him that I was capable of doing it. But when it comes to certain things of, hey man, I'm getting towards, when I started working here, man, I was working on days. I ran out of days. We getting close to the playoff time. Man, Stephen A. done made a call. Man, they tore up my contract and gave me a whole 3-year deal 2 weeks
Yeah.
later. You know what I'm saying? And people don't value the platform of First Take. Because I'm just going to keep it real with you. First Take got eyeballs, okay? Now,
Yeah.
it's a debate show. So if you're a person who care about feelings or opinions, then damn it, that show ain't for you.
And
Right?
not to even cut you off, not to cut you off, but I want to get this out before we get a little bit long-winded. You absolutely right. It's a show about debates, and I'm big on facts over feelings. A lot of people don't understand opinions got a lot of emotional attachment to it. And if you, as a man, you come in with your opinion, if you leave with your opinion and you're not able to handle the truth, because a lot of times on these sports media platforms, you have people that's a non-sport, non-athlete, and you have an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And we've said a lot of times, it's not really no line in the sand you draw on it because everybody equal once they're on that show. So you got to be able to take that constructive criticism on both ends of the sword. And me personally, I don't see a lot of times where Cam Newton able to take that constructive
Well,
criticism like that. And that led to a lot of why him and RC, like you were saying, when he brought Whitlock on the show, I'm gonna be mindful, bro. I know I want to kind of use my opportunity to put him on so me and him can hash out our differences. But at the same time, you got to think, I'm looking at it like Holmes, thinking like I'm a deal with both of them. I know he gonna say, you got to know he gonna say something about Steve and they on there.
yeah,
You know what I'm
and
saying?
what people don't understand is this, bro, like real talk, is that, man, when I go out in public, and I'm walking through the airport, Walmart, Kroger's in Texas, HEB. When I pull up, Perk, hey man, I'm a big fan of yours on TV, man. Keep giving it to Stephen A. I love when y'all go back and forth. I watch you every morning. You know what that tells me? It's eyeballs there. Let me
Yeah.
explain something to you. Now I love all the platforms that I'm on ESPN. Like NBA Today, I've been on there with Malika for 5 years now. You know what I'm saying? We just
Mm-hmm.
got nominated. We just up in the conversation, just got nominated for an Emmy. You know what I'm saying?
That's perfect.
On some real stuff. So I value all of them, but I'm just telling you, when it comes to the morning shows, it's 11, 12 years straight. He's the number one
Yeah.
morning show for a reason. You can hate
Yeah.
him or love him, but regardless of the fact, the man is a businessman. He's smart than a
Yeah.
motherfucker. He know what he's doing. He's maxing out getting his dollars. And on top of that, he's driving eyeballs not only to ESPN, but to YouTube. And people can say what they want. When it comes to bringing brothers and black people on, Stephen A. does that, bro. And I don't give a
100%. No
damn.
matter how nobody look at him,
And I don't
no
care
matter
what.
how anybody look at him, that's the one thing I can say. And in our culture a lot, man, you know, we quick to say what another brother not doing for another brother, or when they got an opportunity, do we go back and pick up the small man? He always do that. And one thing that I love that Stephen A do, when he wrong, he take
Oh, for
accountability
sure.
for when he wrong. In any debate, it's gonna be emotion. You gonna have opinions. Your opinion might be stronger than his. Your fact and your opinion might be stronger than his. His opinion might be stronger than yours. But when it's a fact, this the one problem I got. And what I seen between RC and I seen between Ryan Clark, when they was both talking last year about Jalen Hurts, and that's really what I seen when the beef started. When you had Cam Newton, he pulled up his top 25 quarterbacks,
Right.
or top 10 or top 25. He left out Jalen Hurts. Yeah, he left out Jalen Hurts. And RC was like, it's got to be something personal there. He's like, God damn, you going to leave out Hurts? Super Bowl champion,
Super Bowl
everything
MVP.
he did, Super Bowl MVP, all this. And he like, Cam Newton had a rebuttal and he had a grievance about that. And then it got personal because Ryan Clark came with the truth on Cam Newton. I ain't gonna lie, Cam, for you to leave him off the list, you had an opportunity to win a Super Bowl and you made a decision in the game that hindered you from winning. And you wasn't there in that moment when it was that moment to move forward, that moment to achieve that goal. You bitched up in that moment. Jalen Hurts in that moment, he took that moment and he thrived and he won. And I'm seeing in a lot of change, even for me, and this, like I say, this is my opinion, this ain't Perk opinion. That's a lot of the reason why Cam Newton ain't in the league from what I see. Because when you got people that's damn near a head case where it's like it's all about me. And he made on this 4th and 1 part, he was saying, shit, it's about me. It's about what I think. Nobody, I'm not gonna be no ESPN puppet. I ain't gonna be no puppet to this. I ain't a puppet for Stephen A. This my opinion. It's about me, what I think. That same type of attitude when you look at ownership and you look at businesses. Do I want to deal with that type of attitude? To where it's just about me, to where you speak before you think instead of thinking before you speaking. Because that can also be, I had that habit a long time ago. I've been around people. Sometimes I speak before I think. And I say something and damn, I'll be like, well, goddamn, maybe I shouldn't have said that. You know what I'm saying?
That's been you though. But that's been you. But as you grow older, you get wiser, bro. And you supposed to know better. You know what I'm saying? And look, Cam, I feel like Cam has great personality. I believe the future is bright. And I want to say this. When you jump into this media space, whether it's on TV, whether it's us doing our show on the podcast, people in the podcast space, you're going to fuck up. You're going to fuck up. The thing is, you learn from it, bounce back, hold yourself accountable, and you move on. Because this same conversation that we talking about right now, 2 weeks down the line, we're not going to even talking about this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? And so with Cam, it's new to him, and I'm just giving him some real stuff, man. I didn't got called to the principal office so much about something I didn't say. You know what I'm saying? But you learn. As much as I'm on television, I'm going to fuck up. I'm going to make mistakes. Guess what? I got to know how to bounce back, apologize, and then go show them again why they keep giving me chance after chance, because, damn it, I know what I'm doing and I'm going to handle my business. And you could trust me. See, that's the number one thing. See, when you start to dive into this television space, when you get deep into this television space and you doing the big shows and you doing a lot of TV, man, these bosses only want to know one thing. Can they trust you? And soon as they feel like they can't,
you out of there. And that got a lot to do with saying the right thing and saying the wrong thing. But what I'm learning in this space now, being in this space, before I even jumped in this space, I understand the thing about hot takes, and I know everybody want that viral moment. Everybody want their character to have that good viral moment, and sometimes people straddle that fence a little bit to have that viral moment. And then the thing about a viral moment, once that shit hit, it can spiral to the point where it's out of control too, because you can say something and then might end up regretting what you're saying, because you'll damn near come back and look at it and be like, damn, I really shouldn't even said that like that. So I'm mindful before I even say anything and I get on camera. I'm gonna stand on business, and I'm gonna stand on 10 toes by it. I'm gonna say what I mean what I say.
Well,
And what I mean by that, I'm gonna lead with a fact before I lead with my opinion, because it's an emotional attachment to an opinion, because you kind of believe what you saying. You in an opinion, that don't always mean it's a fact. That's your view on something. But your actual view, people will take to your view and damn they're not understanding. This is my opinion. Now, he might don't agree, they might don't agree. This is what I'm thinking. Versus the fact, a lot of people hate that truth now.
oh, they hate the truth. They hate the truth.
And the truth sound like hate to a motherfucker that hate the ear.
Well, guess what? You talk about standing 10 toes down. I know you do. You talk about people hate to hear the truth. Well, guess what? Your ass better stand 10 toes down and give me the truth on this topic, motherfucker. I know.
Come on with it. Let's go. Let's go.
So peep this.
All right, we're in that part of the season now. Every possession starts to feel different before the playoffs. Seeding matters. Matchups matters. So if you're getting involved during this stretch run, I'm rocking with Fanatics Sportsbook. One thing I really like, fair play protection. If your player gets injured in the first half, your bet gets refunded. And if it's part of a parlay, that leg gets voided and the rest of your ticket stays alive. Now, this late in the season, you know how fast things could change. That kind of protection, that matters. And on top of that, you can earn 10% fan cash back on your bets. So even if it's not your night, you're still stacking something. You could use that fan cash on bets, profit boosts, or even grab NBA gear at collectibles at fanatics.com. So while we're breaking down the biggest storylines and keeping it real every Sunday on Perk Unplugged, make sure you're tapping in with Fanatics Sportsbook. Winning hits different here.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In Connecticut, call 888-789-7777. In Massachusetts, call 800-327-5050. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY. In Maryland, visit mdgamblinghelp.org. Not available in all states. Terms apply. See Fanatics Sportsbook app.
It's a lot going on. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of disagreement in 2026 in our country, our beautiful country of the United States of America.
Come on with it.
So it's the country of nowadays cancel culture, right? You got to walk that fine line, right? I don't get too much involved in politics, but damn it, another topic that's been trending is Chili from TLC, okay?
Okay.
It just got revealed that, you know, the known singer for Waterfalls, which is No Scrubs, two classic, all-time classics.
One of my favorite groups.
Made multiple donations to MAGA Republicans in support of Donald Trump. You got the floor.
Man, there's two things that I'm big on that it's a real tough conversation: politics and religion, man. Because no matter what people feel like on this spectrum and what people feel like on this spectrum, then you got the middle. So I'm gonna just say this: from what I'm seeing, I ain't no fan of Trump. He a radical. He make a lot of ill decisions, and he make a lot of decisions based off. He's damn near like a dictator. Anybody that rock with that shit he doing right now and thinking that it's cool, I ain't really rocking with that. And to see Chili, if that's how you feel and that's what you want to lean towards on the principles and the beliefs that he had, I can't really rock with that simply because, and it's just my opinion with the added facts. If you look at right now, TSA, bro, it's a government shutdown for TSA.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me you can't afford to pay them, but you can afford to pay ICE to come in and regulate and provide security for these people? Man, you spending $4, $5, sometimes 24 hours in the airport. People that got flights, they missing flights, all because they don't want to pay these workers. I'm going to even dive in deeper while still being on the topic of what Chili said. Did you see what Tyler Perry came in and tried to do, and they tried to stop him? He tried to come in the Atlanta airport with cash to start looking out for people missing their flights, late for flights, and also looking out for TSA. He was coming in out to look out for the TSA workers that missed out on their opportunity of being able to work because of the situation with the government shutdown. They stopped him from doing that. They stopped him. Then he came back with gift cards, over $250,000 in gift cards to present to the TSA workers. Because how you for anybody that we live in a democracy, bro? Like literally a democracy. And now it's to the point that where are we even in that anymore? Because we're looking at the president of the United States just doing whatever the hell he feel like it. And people are agreeing with that logic. That's kind of like scary to me, man. Being that how oppressed our people was for so many years, man. For hundreds of years, we've been oppressed and behind the eight ball.
Tell the family hello. Tell them don't try to sneak behind all quiet and stuff. I see. Hey, look, but not you. Look, bro. I don't get into the politics. When people ask me, I didn't vote, and I'm just gonna keep it real. I don't trust either side. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust either side.
It's good cop, bad cop to me.
I don't trust either side. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I think at this moment, I take it one day at a time. I take it when far as living in America. Touching on the TSA part of it, I want those people to get paid. Gas prices are up. Food prices are up. Those people got to feed their families.
But let me touch in on that whereas the gas prices is up. And we ain't got to be long-winded with this topic. Bro, you just went and invaded Venezuela. You went into Venezuela and you stole 30 million barrels of oil. You went and got all that oil over there, came out and said you got the oil, that we took the oil, and you putting people in place in order to control what's going on. And that's what the leader of Venezuela was saying the entire time. Now you go back and the gas price is high. You going over to the Amman Strait over there with Iran. Since 95, they've been trying to say that they got weapons of mass destruction. They've never found none of that. Now they defending themselves into where it's the main strait to where oil gets transported through, where it's a lot of foreign trade go through there. They shutting that down because of America and Israel. These my views again. These ain't Perk views. These the actual facts of what's going on. This not opinion. Iran say we shutting all that down because of the oil. Why they shutting it down because of the oil? That's because the majority, over 70 to 80% of their oil trade is with China. China ain't one of our allies. That's one of the access powers we don't fuck with. We don't fuck with China like that. So therefore, the majority of the oil going that way, Trump got a problem with that. Israel got a problem with that. So what they gonna do now? They saying the gas prices shoot up because of that. So the point I'm making is, if we just got all this oil out of Venezuela, we in Texas, I'm in Texas, you from Texas, you live in Texas. What's the main thing going on in Texas? What's one of our main resources that
are we loaded?
Oil and gas.
We loaded with refineries.
Oil and gas.
Yeah.
So if we just got that from Venezuela, we hear where oil and gas go. Now we got to suffer because of what they got going on over there between Israel, Japan, Israel, China, and America, and that fight that they got going on now. Now gas prices finna exceed to what, $8?
Yeah.
Anybody that's not seeing the politics, that's why I don't like to really get into politics, because common sense got to be common at the end of the day. Politics. Republicans and the Democrats, as Kendrick like to call them. I can get long-winded in that, and I just refuse to just really go in depth about it. But if that's what you want to rock with, because Kamala sit up here and said everything that he was gonna do, and he backdoored and said that's one more problem I got, because Y'all didn't want to vote for the black woman that told you everything that he was gonna do, that he said he wasn't gonna do in this debate. He doing all of that now.
Let me ask you this.
Come on.
And that was news that I could use, and that was knowledge. Because I don't know that side. Like I told you, I don't get into it, but you was very insightful on that. Here's where I was going with the whole Chili thing, right?
Come on with it.
We done seen Kodak Black. We done seen my dog Snoop Dogg perform.
We just seen Lil Wayne get a pardon as well.
We didn't watch. I think we didn't caught. They didn't had pictures or videos of Jay-Z and Beyonce sitting somewhere. And here's my question, because I always ask myself this: if I was to wake up and I get a call from Donald Trump, and he say he's sending a private jet, and he want me to come have a one-on-one sit down with him at the White House,
I'm going.
Thank you, bro.
So I'm gonna say this, I can go ahead. Go ahead.
That's all I'm saying. Everybody be like, man, you a fucking liar. You're gonna get 100%. On that private jet and you're gonna go. That don't mean you're gonna go and you're gonna, but you're going. You're going.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this.
Fool if you think you gonna turn down.
I'm gonna be devil's advocate. I don't gotta like whatever decision she make, but I'm gonna say this being devil's advocate, and it might sound a little hypocritical from a business standpoint. And not only from a business standpoint, I'm an American at the end of the day, bro. So no matter how much I don't like the decisions that he's making or nothing that he's doing, he's the president at the end of the day. Nothing we gonna say, do, bicker, bitch about gonna change that he's the president at the end of the day. So I gotta rock and I gotta roll with that decision that's been made that he's the president. Now, if I get an opportunity to be in there to have that one-on-one, you goddamn right I'm gonna go. And two, that's your choice. I'm not gonna dislike you or like you no more or no less because of that decision. He our president at the end of the day, bro.
An event, all right? They call you.
Yeah.
President Trump, he need Killer Corleone to perform. They got $2 million on the table for 1 hour. What you doing?
I'm gonna do what Nelly did.
What
the hell you mean? I'm gonna do what Nelly did. This business, it ain't even personal. That's when I draw a line in the sand. I ain't gonna even like I told you. I might sound hypocritical, but I can theoretically tell you why I made that decision would affect why I made it. Again, like I say, it sounds hypocritical because I just said I don't really rock with that decision of supporting it in that way where I'm gonna take my money and attach myself to that MAGA movement after seeing what MAGA is doing and the way that they movement operates. Is damn near the Klan, bro. It's damn near the Klan with a brand new name, the Proud Boys. That's the Klan with a brand new name. MAGA, that ain't nothing but the Klan with a brand new name. But I'm going to tell you, it might sound like hypocrisy again, but it's business on this end. Because before Trump was even a politician, he rocked with hip-hop super duper hard. Everybody rocked with him until they seen his political views. I'm going to tell you this, what I know about him.
Let me say this. Let me one thing. The one thing, one of the few things that I do respect about Trump is that he ain't hiding who he is.
Oh, he's standing on business.
Straight up. That's the one.
He's standing on business.
People come ask me. I say, hey man, the one thing I will say, he ain't hiding who he is.
Yeah, but he running this.
And look, I'm not calling him a race. I'm talking about who he is. He's authentic. He gonna say what the hell he mean, and if he say he gonna do something, he's doing it.
He gonna do it, but I'm gonna dive in a little bit. I'm gonna put some common sense factors where it go on his personality, bro. He your typical blue collar CEO, Fortune 500 level of a brain to where I'm looking at him run this bitch like the corporation it is. I'm looking at him do business as usual. But to me, what he also doing, he's positioning himself for when he leave the office too. But he also seeing the loopholes. It's almost like when you in a courtroom, Perk. It ain't what they know, it's what they can prove. And if I got enough money, I can damn near beat anything.
Yeah.
And now that I'm in a position of power, I'ma use my resources and I'ma use my power to the utmost of my ability to get done what I want done. I think what I'm seeing as a president, he got in there, he ain't running it to the point, he running this son of a bitch like a corporation.
What?
He running it and he's made, within us having a 20-something trillion dollar deficit in America, that man made $4.3 billion this year alone. And it haven't even been 1 year of him, full calendar year of him being in office yet.
What?
That man has made 4.3. That speak volume. If nobody paying attention to what I'm saying, the country and the economy,
bro, he about the dollar.
That's all I'm saying. He about the dollar.
He's about the dollar, bro. And
if you about the dollar and he make that call, if you about business as usual, you taking that goddamn opportunity to get that $2 million.
Man,
because see what he told the prisoners, man, I'm gonna give you a gold card.
Hey, listen.
It's $5 million to be a
Hey, look.
that boy that tough.
Hey, let me tell you something. They got a gala going on if it's his birthday party. And damn it, I get an invite. Hey, Kendra Perkins, you getting paid $2 million to be a guest at President Trump's birthday party.
And you know that's gonna bite me in my ass again on viral hot take moments, because I just said give me the white quarterback over the black, so they already think I'm a
no. Hey, man, I'm pulling up with a present, bro. And you know what I'm saying? And that's just real. That don't mean I'm supporting the beliefs. That don't mean that I agree with everything that's going on or even half of the shit that's going on in the country. All I'm saying is this, though. This is also another part that we got to be, hey, listen. Now, when Obama got in office, when he got elected first, boy, black people, we showed our ass. You know what I'm saying? So we can't kind of get in our feelings. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about racism and people getting killed. I'm talking about on the mode of, like, you know, the people who supporting him and, you know, doing their thing and they loud about it with the flags on the back of their truck, because we see it in Houston all the time. Yeah. Hey, man, you can't get in your feelings about that, man, because, boy, I was wondering, well, when Obama got in office, you could tell me shit. So,
but I'm going to tell you the difference in Trump, though, big dog, and it ain't even cutting you off. It's a thing. It's not even about racism no more, because if you look at the black vote, man, we only 12 or 13% of the vote. And they done already weeded and fished us out of the way to where our vote damn near don't even matter no more. And I hate to say that to people, but I'm just telling you the truth in numbers if you're a numbers person. And I'm also saying this, it ain't even about racism no more, bro. It's about classism right now. It's about capitalism and classism right now. It's about how much money you got, bro.
Yeah.
And people with money rocking with whoever gonna keep the money flowing. And I hate to even put it to people. That's the ugly truth. That's the brutally honest truth, bro.
It is.
She over there rocking with MAGA because what she trying to get is she trying to get a relationship money can't buy. People do it in business all the time. They call it kiss ass. It's called positioning to people in business, because you trying to get, if he inviting you to something, that means his eyes on you, just like you were saying, you got an opportunity on sports media to where you got eyes on you now. So therefore, you building different relationships. You're able on different networks. You're on different shows doing what you're doing based off the relationships that you've built. And that ain't got shit to do with racism.
No, you're right. You're right. No, you're right.
It's about the relationships that you done built.
It is. But look, we got a long way to go as a country. I'm going to leave it off of that. We got a long way to go all across the board, man. Shit, all we can do is take it one day at a time. And look, we're in 2026. You better live by my MO. Nothing surprises me anymore. But look, I want to get your topic. I want to get your views on this. You know, the 65 game rule in the NBA. You got players speaking out. You got people like Cade Cunningham who is going to affect, guys like Wemby and Jokic, and all these guys got to play X amount of games towards the last part of the season. Look,
Mm-hmm.
all that crying, what the babies go do? I don't want to hear that
Yeah.
shit. Let me tell you.
I swear.
Let me tell you why. See, when you after you get drafted and sign on that dotted line, man, you sign your body away.
Yeah.
You sacrifice.
It's a
You
business.
sacrifice your body, not your soul. You put your body
Your
on the
body.
line for that bankroll and that check that you go get every single damn month, right?
There you go.
Every damn year. So my thing is, why we got a 65 game rule is because go ask the San Antonio Spurs. You know what I'm saying? And I love Greg Popovich. This is not a slight to him, but this facts over feelings. He started the load management. The load management is the reason that this rule is in place. So if you're going to be mad at anybody, be mad at the people that you went and sat down and had decisions with that y'all was going to sit out games, especially on the road when fans done paid their hard-earned money. I don't want to hear
Yeah.
it. And now
I don't want to hear it neither.
all of a sudden it's looking like a punishment. Because see, what you have to realize is this: making all NBA teams and being qualified to make all NBA teams and stuff like that, it changed that bankroll.
100%.
So it
It's
changed.
incentives. It's with any other job that you
But
want.
it changed the amount of dollars on these max contracts. And I ain't talking.
I can believe
I'm
that.
talking about from 50 to 100 type million
100
type
million.
shit. So again,
Yeah.
I want to know how you feel. That's my feeling straight up and down. I don't want to hear that shit. Jordan and Bird and Magic and all them, man, they was making way less and available.
And doing way more.
And was available. So with me,
Yeah.
y'all can miss me with that whole 65 game rule complaining. I hated that, it's in effect for certain people, but you always got to go back and ask yourself, how did we get to this point?
I'm gonna take a quote from what Richard Jefferson said.
Oh shit!
And
Come on, man, stop bringing up his name. I hear too much. Like hey, on Sundays I'm free from him, bro.
I seen him go left about it because you got to think, man. You played in the last bit of that golden era. He played in that golden era where you had to be available. You got paid to be available. All that saying you can't go 82, I'm going to tell you what the problem is. These young boys getting too much money and they not taking that money and they not doing the LeBron shit that I see LeBron do. They don't invest in their body. Like you say, when you sign that contract off, you sign your body off to the league at that point. It's a business. So with that money is available for you to get conditioned properly. Remember what you just said on the last show. If I would have put more effort into being conditioned to play these 82 games, I'd be a whole lot more. If I stayed away from home, if I focused and locked in, because it is players that lock in. I don't agree with none of that shit. I believe you're supposed to be available for all 82, especially when you got season ticket holders, especially when you got fans that want to come to that game and they want to look at you. I don't believe in load management. I feel like you got $100 million. You need to be there for 82. I don't even believe in the 65. You need to be there 82. You need to lock in fully. Because if you're watching a 41-year-old man, bro, that's what I'm going to draw the line in the sand right there. And it's not because I'm a fan of this man. I appreciate this man and the effort that this man put in to being available and to being there and putting his body in the ringer the way he say, bro, I lock away from social media. I don't go out. My job for these next 82 games is to focus on my opponent. And if they put that effort into conditioning their body to be available for them 82, we wouldn't be crying about no 65. I gotta agree and go along with your homeboy Richard Jefferson on that.
Look, bro, I'm not trying to hear it. It is what it is. All I'm saying is I got a teammate to this day, Ray Allen, one of the best to ever do it, one of the guys who took care of his body, one of the guys who never cheated the game. He can't even go on jogs anymore. He can't
Come
run.
on.
He can't run. He got to ride a bike. It's something
Because he gave his body to the game.
He gave his body to the game, bro. This is what you signed up for. So again, y'all can go look. Victor Wembanyama, I think he only can miss. Maybe he got to play another 2 or something like that. Man, that motherfucker playing.
That man playing.
That man playing. So
and I'm gonna tell you, he one of the most passionate about the game.
You love him,
one of the most. That man went and chilled with the monks. That man doing whatever he got to do to be a student, but he's so passionate about the game. When I seen him crying, bro.
Hey, you love him, don't you?
I love him to death. I love that.
He's everything that the game been missing, bro. Everything 100%. That the fucking game been missing. The NBA loves him. Yeah, I want to.
And he talking that shit too.
Yeah, I want to win the MVP. Do something about it. Yeah, the defending champs. Yeah, I beat y'all, dominated y'all 3 times. Do something about it.
You didn't hear what he told him? Oh yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah, we dominated them.
Like, look.
We dominated them. I need that type of attitude. That's the attitude I want to see. It's either get 8, bro.
It's straight up. Now look.
It's either get 8.
Look, check this out. You ain't even know about this topic before we tap on off, but you know what I'm saying? This is another thing that been circulating around the internet. So again,
come on, I know this.
We're addressing all topics, and this topic just happened to be in our backyard.
This finna be one of them. It's finna be that moment because I got a lot to say about this.
So Sauce Walker did an interview, and he said that Zero is the greatest Texas rapper of all time. Now, before you go, much respect to Ro. Ro got me through
100%.
Ro got me through a lot of hits, classics, got me through a lot of hard times. When I think about me and my Link basket, that was my first car, green one. Yeah. Weathers blacked out, tinted in high school, smoking a 3 for 10. Hey, listen, hey man, Ro is a legend in Texas.
100%.
But greatest of all time?
All right, so here's mine. And it might be biased because they see the chain. So I'm gonna be biased. Shout out to my brother Sauce Walker because he's having a phenomenal year this year, bro. Yeah. With his Twitch. He's very talented as an artist, one of the hardest spitters, top 5, arguably. In the city is one of the greatest spitters because he's really, truly passionate about Texas hip-hop, Houston hip-hop, and he's a savant of it. Everybody list differs. When I talk about Texas rappers and who has some of the biggest records, and like I said, it might be biased, first and foremost, the greatest rapper to ever come out of Houston, Texas is Brad Jordan. To come out of Texas, period. Is Brad Jordan, Scarface. Oh. That's the greatest ever. It ain't even up for conversation because I can name 5 of the greatest rappers alive and dead. He was Tupac favorite rapper. He Nas favorite rapper. He DMX favorite rapper. He Notorious Big favorite rapper. He Jay-Z favorite rapper. One of Rakim favorite rappers. And the range in the time that he's put into the game, and when he put out classic albums, it's nothing far more greater than Face. Now, when I talk about iconic status in Texas, iconic, I'm going to just say this. Slim Thug is the Snoop Doggy Dogg of Texas rap. When you speak on the state of Texas, when you speak on Houston, Texas, Slim is arguably equivalent to a Snoop. Because when you say Houston, in this generation, in this era of the past 25 years, when you talk about some of the greatest verses, some of the greatest features, he got a feature with Beyonce, he got a feature with Jay-Z, he got a feature with Dr. Dre, he got a feature with Pimp C, UGK as a group, Gwen Stefani. The list go on and on. He got a #1 hit with Beyonce. He got Pharrell, Pharrell, and Jay-Z on the Change Clothes remix, which was I ain't heard of that remix. He got the Carters on his goddamn list of features, big dog. He got Face. He got rest in peace Nipsey Hussle under his feature catalog. And the list go on. When I say identifying, and he gave Slim in that conversation that he said about Zero Row. He got Nipsey Hussle features. He got different great features. He got one of the biggest songs that identify to Texas, along with June 27 freestyle, Mo City Done freestyle. So what Walk is saying ain't far-fetched at all. That's arguably one of the main topics that's going to surround around. But my pick when it comes to status of that name outside of Face, it don't get no bigger than Face.
Bro, it don't. Face made Texas and Houston relevant. He was the foundation.
But I can tell you one more name that come after Scarface.
Who?
DJ Screw.
Oh yeah, Face. That's a no-brainer. That's a no-brainer. I'm with you.
You got Face, then you got Screw. I'm saying in Houston, you got Face, then you got Screw on relevance. Pure relevance. When you say H-Town, you can't say none of that. You can't say no name outside of that. And we just, if we talking rap.
Listen to me. People was jamming Screw in Boston, my nigga.
Come on now.
This is real life. I'm not sitting up here making nothing up. People was jamming Screw in Boston.
But think about you in the collegiate era, in your NBA era. Music was one of y'all universal languages that I don't give a damn if you Yugoslavian. Motherfucker knew who Pimp C and DJ Screw was. Talk. Motherfucker know a Slim Thug. Motherfucker know a Zero. They know all this. And rest in peace to Screw. Rest in peace to Michael Watts as well. You know what I'm saying? But when we come to that list, when we come to talking about the baddest motherfucker to ever come out of Texas, it's Brad Jordan, without a doubt. That ain't even up for discussion. But I got something that you ain't finna run from that I gotta pull up too. That's our top.
What? What's that?
And it come from some of our hometown boy that were here at one point. Patrick Beverly saying goddamn James Harden is better than goddamn Dwayne Wade.
Hello, keep going. I'm listening now. Give me yours.
Patrick Beverly came out and said that James Harden is a better all-around player than Dwayne Wade. Dwayne Wade responds with, Patrick Beverly can't say who a better player than nobody when he not even a better player than me.
And what's your feelings?
Shit, ain't neither one of them niggas fucking with D Wade. And I'm gonna come with the facts or why.
Are you coming with an opinion?
I'm coming with, hey man, I'm facts over feelings, man.
I just asked
when we talk about FAP,
I feel like this might be the first time me and you disagree on something. So go ahead.
So you feel like Dwayne Wade, you feel like Harden better than Dwayne Wade. That's a yes or no.
Let me tell you something. It's your preference.
I'm gonna go on preference, but I'm gonna say this. We talking about a champion versus a nigga that can't even. I'm gonna tell anybody know my opinion on Harden. My opinion on Harden. Harden a bad son of a bitch, but he branded song. I almost didn't count. And you a disaster in the locker room, big dog. You when you balling, you one of the greatest motherfuckers ever to pick up a pill in regular season. When it count, Holmes don't show up to the party. He gonna show up to the strip club. He gonna show up to Area 29. He gonna show up to Dreams. He gonna show up to V Live. And nigga ain't gonna show up in them playoffs.
Bro.
And that's just a natural born fact.
But bro, that's unfair. He ran into
how that's unfair?
Because the time that he was running, when he had those runs in Houston, he ran into the same problem that Braun fucking ran into.
Tell me about it. I'm a disagree on that.
It's that same brother that's the same color as you, except he got green eyes, and then they added
You talking
Kevin
about
Durant.
this stealth?
I'm talking about Golden State. They both.
That's right. I know what you finna talk
Okay,
about.
so he ran into both. He ran into something that Bron couldn't get past. So what makes you think?
Bron got past him though.
Nah, not with KD.
I mean, they had to go get. They had to go get Robin. They had to go get Robin.
But this is what I'm saying. This is what James was up against. This is what I will say. However order, both of them are top 5 shooting guards of all time. But I will say this: D-Wade showed up in the NBA Finals, got the nickname Flash, one of the best shot blocking guards this game has ever seen. I agree all across the board. But that motherfucker James Harden is a top 5 offensive player I've ever seen in my life.
He is 100%. You are. I can't take that from you.
Everybody, look at this, look at that, and I'm not taking nothing for Luka, but James was before Luka. James Harden is one of the greatest scorers to ever touch the basketball.
100%.
All right, that's all I'm saying. That's all
100%. I'm gonna agree with you on that. Do I trust him when it counts? Absolutely not. I don't. This the best. The Harden that we got right now. This arguably the best role you gonna see out of him right now. I like Harden in Cleveland. Only thing they missing is Jared Allen. They got him. I don't think Boston and none of them want to see them with Jared Allen still not hurt. With him and Spider, that shit look good as fuck. That's damn near arguably in the next 2 years. That's gonna be one of the baddest backcourts in balling right now. Next to my Hornets.
First of all,
next to them Hornets.
First of all, they don't even. First of all, if you banking on Jared Allen, he in the same category with Donovan Mitchell and James Harden. It's the show me state at this point. Right?
One, you say that. I watch you say that a lot.
You know his nickname for me is Hostess because he's creamy in the middle. Big cup.
Yeah.
I need to see some enforcer type shit before I could just put all my eggs in that basket. I know what Boston gonna do. I know
100%. We both know what they're gonna do.
I will say this. When it comes to pressure, the Cavs are under the most pressure out of any other team in the NBA. Donovan Mitchell and James Harden are under the most pressure out of any other player.
And I seen you say that on First Take.
And I'm going to say it again because a Donovan Mitchell-led team has never been to a conference finals. Anthony Edwards, younger than him, then took his team there twice. Back to back.
And Harden only been to.
Harden been to a few. He been the one with me.
I'm saying a Harden-led team.
I got you, but what I'm saying.
Let's go context clues. I'm gonna follow the context clues. When he was with you, it wasn't Harden team. I don't know who the fuck team it was. Just like you said, I don't know who team it was. It could have been Russ team. To me, it looked more like Russ team at some point. Then it looked like Durant team, and some days it looked like Durant team. But when Harden got to his first destination outside of that, he was one of the ultimate scorers. He is arguably a better scorer than me than Kevin Durant. And we can argue about that. He a better scorer to me in certain games than Durant. Because right now, what Robin doing right now? What, he 10-9 in the past 20 games? Talk to me. I talk back. What he doing in these past 10 games?
I cut the camera off for you. That was about the... I've been knowing you for a long time. That was about some of the craziest shit you ever said. I cut the camera off. I didn't want the audience.
That he better than Durant scoring?
No, Kevin Durant is the greatest scorer this game has ever seen. Period.
Durant.
Greatest.
Better than Mike. Better than Mike in scoring. Better than Kobe in scoring.
When you talk about complete bag efficiency, hey man, hey, listen. Me and you agree on a lot of points when it comes down to KD, his leadership. But when it comes
that's what that matter right now. All that scoring shit, this what I look at in today's game now versus when it was way more accountability. It's so much of a lack of accountability in the game right now. All that greatest score shit don't mean nothing if you can't get to the dance and win, bro. If you look like the greatest co-star, all three of them niggas is the greatest. You got Denzel, who gonna be the lead role, and them niggas got co-star issues to me. Durant got co-star issues, Harden got co-star issues, and Brody got co-star issues. Cause if they was bus drivers, bro, they'll be where it is when it count. You looking at Shea a bus driver. Shea a bus driver. You looking at a Luka a bus driver. You looking at Jokic a bus driver. You looking at Wemby a bus driver. When it count, bro. When it count. When do either one of them three niggas show up right now when it count? When? Right now, since he went to Golden State, when he left them niggas behind, he went to Golden State. That's the last time we even talked about him. And we can't say he ain't had the tools. When he went to Brooklyn, he had the tools, bro. When you gonna show me that killer? You a bad nigga scoring. I can tell you a bunch of niggas that score good. Look at what LaMelo and them doing right now. Them niggas damn near 33s a game damn near. You can score your ass off, but when it's time to show up, them niggas look like the three motherfuckers on. They look like Dorothy, the 10 man in the line on the Wizard of Oz. They got to go see the Wizard because something missing, bro. Because when it count, it ain't about almost don't count, bro. We know that in the Brandy song. In the handbook of Brandy, almost doesn't count. If you a bad scoring motherfucker, when you gonna be that bad nigga when it count by yourself? When the team led by you. Not when the team led by Steph. Not when you looking for Kyrie and Harden to show up. Not when you looking for Devin Booker to show up. When you by yourself, Harden, when you ain't got Spider. Because it looked to me, they need something they can fall back on, all three of them. Russell, arguably one of the greatest. If not, we can argue that he damn near gonna go down as one of the greatest point guards ever to play.
He already top 5 to me.
He top 5 to me.
Okay.
On the two guard side, Harden in that conversation, it's no arguing that. When it count though, bro, if you got the last shot out of all, if you got Wembanyama, you got Anthony Edwards, Durant, Harden, and Russell Westbrook, if it's the last minute of the game in the playoffs, who you giving the ball?
I'm giving it to KD.
Right now.
Yeah.
So
if
since 2020.
But you got to realize this. I didn't watch the Kevin Durant bust Kawhi Leonard ass and give him like 24 in the
I seen that too.
Okay, so that's a young KD. People got to realize this too, bro. This pre-injury, Achilles, some bumps and bruises. KD like 38 years old, man.
I get it, and he's still a bad motherfucker. So, but this the thing. I don't want no excuses on age when I'm looking at a 41-year-old motherfucker doing what he doing.
Yeah, but he's not normal. That ain't foul.
I'm going to tell you why he's not normal.
That's why.
We're going to go back to the beginning of the topic. I'm going to tell you why he's not normal. That man spending 1.5. He ain't smoking no weed. He ain't smoking weed when he off the clock. He ain't drinking when he off the clock. He ain't playing the video game. That nigga in the gym, bro. Them niggas need to get in the gym and get it right. He ain't at Area 29. He ain't at V Live. He ain't at the turkey leg hut waiting on Lynn to drop a 96 and pile off. He ain't with Molo and them trying to party. He ain't trying to go to Atlanta with a duffel bag to get a little baby, man. That motherfucker at home and in the gym, and when it's time to lace them boots up, he gonna lace them motherfucking boots up. Them niggas gotta learn how to lace them boots up, bro. We make all these excuses about they great at this. You gotta be, bro, you a champion. You a champion. You done been there. Don't nothing feel better. I don't give a damn. I'm arguing with motherfuckers every day. They talk about Or. Big Shot got 7 of them bitches, bro. And he was instrumental in all 7 of them. But he got 7. And he been around factors. He been around Dream. He been around Timmy. He been around Shaq. He been around Kerr. He been around nothing but winners, so it's in the pedigree, bro. To when you can have them conversations. You done been around the big dogs. You done played with the big dogs, but you got that jury, bro. Don't nothing. And that's another reason why you can talk minus everybody else. He want arguably the greatest scorer, but when it count, where he at, bro? Where you at when it count? If I'm going to war, I ain't picking none of them to go to war. If we finna go to battle, I'm going to pick you to go to battle. When it's time for war, when I need a killer, when I need that jury, and we going to be able to plant the flag, them niggas ain't flag planters, bro. They damn good soldiers, but they ain't no generals. Who gonna be the general? I'm taking Anthony Edwards, bro. Cause I watched him smoke KD when it count. He smoked him, bro. I'm talking about rolled him up in the slap wood. I'm talking about dipped that bitch in some drink and lit him, smoked him. I'm just if I'm lying, correct me.
I ain't said nothing, man. I ain't said killer. I ain't said nothing. I let you have your moment before we wrap this up. Because the one thing I can't argue about, because I can't go against you about is, do I trust KD and the Rockets? The answer is hell no. They're a first round exit. Okay?
But I don't want to just make this about KD. We was talking about Harden and Flash. I just used that trio that they all got the same story.
No, I'm with you. But I will say this. Sometimes, and I'm going to end on this, sometimes we have to remember that championships enhance your legacy. Because this is not an individual sport. It's
a team.
This ain't boxing. This ain't tennis. This ain't golf where you got to go win titles and shit like that to really be cemented as a great.
But your Cavs gotta trust you though.
Yeah, but also you gotta trust your Cavs.
That's what I'm sitting there saying. Your Cavs got, but I'm gonna tell you, I know you know for facts. You was on teams where you would damn near die behind one of them boys.
Still
and
will
you know
to
they
this
gonna
day.
die on the floor.
Still will to this day.
Exactly.
Especially every single motherfucker on 2008 to this day.
I watch this here.
I don't give a damn. A motherfucker can't come to me and speak bad about now one of them motherfuckers.
So you on Sacramento, you dying behind that case right now?
Man, shit, Sacramento ain't dying.
You on the Cavs, you dying behind that cast.
Hey, Sacramento ain't dying behind that cast.
You on the Rockets right now. Y'all been smoking them. Is you dying behind that cast? Who you believe in right now?
But look, I will say this. I would not be surprised. I'm not picking them. But if we look up in June, and Donovan Mitchell, he dancing on that big stage, I would not be surprised, because the one thing I'm going to say this, and we're going to get up out of here. James Harden is one of the most underrated facilitators that we have seen in this.
That ain't even a question. Because that's why I just told you that I like that dynamic.
When you talk about elevating people play, I like Evan Mobley, Zubac, Clint Capella, Daniel House.
Yeah, but I'm saying this. I'm gonna say this, not cutting you off again.
But this what I'm saying. This is where he's at now.
I like this. What I'm gonna say. He ain't never had a Spider Mitchell. That's the difference. He had a Tyrese Maxey. But he ain't had no Donovan Mitchell.
Well, okay, cool.
So I'm gonna agree with what you saying. That's why I say I like James Harden, Cleveland, than a Philadelphia James Harden.
I'm with you on that. All right. Now I'm with you. Hey, look. Another Sunday, another episode. Hey, look, we touched everything. Killer, Perk, Unplugged, brought to you by Fanatics Sportsbook, okay? Brought to you by Fanatics Sportsbook. We appreciate y'all. Hey, look, last week episode was a hitter. Damn it, this year we need y'all to keep the same energy, because we brought nothing but pressure. It ain't nothing that we in touch. Now, I'm a little scared, because I know, boy, come next week, we're going to have some rebuttals because some people going to come fired at our asses. You know
Oh yeah,
what
they
I'm
gonna come, but
saying?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm with all the smoke like Mad Jack, brother. I'm with all of it. Roll me up, and I got my lighter.
Yeah, for sure. Hey, look, appreciate y'all, man. Another episode, man. We out. We'll catch y'all next week.
Peace.